Um, who's got pink drinks? Let's see your pink drinks. Woohoo! Pink drinks.
Pink water bottle.
Amazing. I've got my pink drink from the beautiful Jackie Verbeek's recipe that she shared online in her Instagram stories. Thank you so much, Jackie. I can see you there. Hi. I'm going to take a quick screenshot. This is awesome.
I can't see any pictures.
Whoops, just if everybody can just try to put themselves on mute. I will try and do it for you, but sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. I think that's okay. I think we're good now. The current fundraising tally, we're I think over $10,000. So how amazing is that in one day, right? And that is as a result of donations and some of the special, yay, yes, thank you for the claps. Some of the special colorways that have come out and people have purchased. And so thank you so much for your efforts already. Tonight's goal is to raise another $1,500. And I'm about to surprise Karina because I haven't told her my idea for tonight. And that's I'm prepared to. Sorry, can we just have everybody on mute? Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Sorry. I am matching donations tonight up to $500. So I think if we can raise $1,500 tonight, I think that would be amazing. So I'm giving us a bit of a leg up, but I need you to help me out here. The Love Locale. So Karina and I have been running a cal all year long that's focused on Australian and New Zealand designers and Australian and New Zealand yarns. And this month's theme is knit in pink. So if you have a pink whip, should we hold up our pink whips now? Does everybody have a pink whip tonight? Then you get an extra, if you finish that project, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, Justine, that shawl is gorgeous. If you finish your object in October and it's pink, you get an extra prize draw. And to enter, you just tag us on Instagram or you can join in the Ravelry group. Now, Knit for the Girls. This is the 5th year of Knit for the Girls. It's being held together with Thread and Maple and the Grocery Girls, who are the Canadian main sponsors. And we have a $50,000 fundraising goal for $50,000 in wake, all going to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. The separate fundraiser in Canada. We won last year, and we want to win again this year. We've got some videos that I want to show you. First, from Grocery Girls. So, sorry, I'm just trying to. There we go. Oh no, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Can everybody see that?
But the bottom line is, we would like to beat Australia.
Yeah, it's such a funny banter back and forth because all we want to do is raise more money.
It is
for breast cancer.
It is,
but a fun rival makes it a little.
It is just hilarious. But honestly, the big winner, of course, is breast cancer research.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So thank you in advance for your support because you guys are amazing. You really are.
Perfect.
You really are. And thank you.
Oops, sorry. And now we'll hear from Olga at Thread and Maple. There's a little problem with Olga's video. I think it was pouring down rain when she recorded it. So you might need to turn it up to hear her a little bit better.
Hi, everyone. All right. Take 2. solo. I don't know why I thought that would work out with a 2-year-old. Probably asking a bit too much. But I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. I'm so excited for this year's fundraiser. It's hard to believe that we're on our 5th year. When we first ran this 5 years ago, I never imagined that we would take it to where it is today, that we would raise the amount of money that we have. It's really amazing, and I'm so grateful to all of you and to all our sponsors that make this possible. This is truly what is the most fulfilling for me, and being able to bring our community together across the world, all the way from North America to Australia, to come together for this very important cause. So I just want to say a huge thank you, and really excited for this year's bundle. We designed this beautiful new bag. This is made of suede leather, so a bit different from our usual offering. And we have the 2 colors, so we have the rose and this gorgeous fuchsia. And I'm really excited to share our latest creation with you all. And I'm excited to see where we can take it this year. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.
There we go. All right. And now I will hand it over to Karina.
Well, thank you, Gayanne. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm just blown away that we're all here. How cool is this? We need to do this more often, right? At least the midnight. I want to say huge thanks to all our sponsors. We've got 75 Aussie businesses this year who have come on board and donated goodies as the prize pool. It's estimated at $20,000, which is just incredible. And like Olga said, 5 years ago, this was a small little fundraiser, and I think we might have had a total of 12 to 15 skeins as prizes. And this year, there are over 60 prizes. So thank you for the donations. Thank you to all the sponsors. And keep donating daily. So every day, you need to donate if you want to enter for each daily prize draw. So we're drawing 5 daily prizes per day. And then the grand prizes will be drawn on the 31st of October. Quickly wanted to show you this year's official fundraiser bag that Olga just gave a preview of. These will be, you have a choice, 2 beautiful colours, a gorgeous fuchsia, and they're a suede leather, or this rose. So they're designed to be a really large, generous, soft project bag. And together with that, brand new sock pattern, the Dotty socks from Tracy Miller. They're beautiful ruffled cuff and mosaic knitting. It's really simple, a lot stretchier too than stranded colour work, and then simple stockinette. And you can do them in either order of colour. So that's coming up at the end of the fundraiser. But obviously all our sponsors, I think there's about 25 of them who've done something special. So make sure you head over to the blog post we've got where we talk about what everyone's doing. So they're donating proceeds from their special creation. So thank you for that. But the main reason we're here tonight is obviously for the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And we're absolutely stoked that Alex and Whitney could join us. So Whitney's my day-to-day contact, and Alex is the National Partnerships Manager. And they're a joy to work with, and we're absolutely thrilled that they could come along tonight and give us a bit more background and insight into their work, and also about being breast aware. So without further ado, I'll love to hand over to Alex, and she's got a bit of a presentation for us now, and questions and answers, I think, too.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, Karina. I'm just going to share my screen and see if this will work. Here we go. Now, okay. Can everyone see that? Okay. Yes. Yes, brilliant. Oh, hang on. There we go. Thank you so much for having me and Whitney here tonight. just going to turn that off. It's actually it's a real pleasure, and to see everyone in their pink and having their pink drinks, and people and all of you guys knitting, and the incredible work that you guys have been doing. So thank you very much. As Karina said, I really just wanted to kind of go through who we are, what we do, the impact that your funds have contributed to. And then, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we really want to kind of push that being breast aware message as well. So firstly, obviously, a huge thank you to your community for supporting National Breast Cancer Foundation since 2021, and an incredible contribution of over $120,000 to date, which is a huge achievement. And really, we're so deeply grateful for your commitment. It's our, 5th year. And also just being able to extend that to your wider community, to the customers, to the knitting community around Australia, as you said. It's just a huge benefit to us. So we really are so thankful. And I know you collaborate with the Canadians across the seas, love a bit of healthy competition. So let's see how we go throughout this campaign. But again, thank you to the sponsors and everything. We really, really appreciate it. So I'll just go through a bit about, as I said, who we are, what we do. We know that research is really about changing hope into a reality, and it's all about transforming individuals' health outcomes, and also giving countless patients the chance to live a longer, happier life. At NBCF, we exist with one really powerful vision and purpose, and that is to fund breast cancer research. Now, we have a very bold and a very unwavering vision of zero deaths from breast cancer, which you would see across all of our communications. And that is really, I guess, our North Star for all the work that we do. So a bit more about kind of where we're at. So thanks to over 1 million Australian donors and partners like the knitting community, in 30 years, we've been around since 1994, we have provided over $200 million to support more than 600 research projects around the country. In this time, as you can see, the death rate from breast cancer in Australia has reduced by 40%. And it may surprise some of you, you might not be aware, but we actually don't get any government funding. So we rely on the generosity of Australians and the community like yourselves to fund breast cancer that ultimately saves lives. Now, going more around, you've been with us for 5 years, so I think it's really important to see the impact and the work that we've done. So again, over 30 years, the NBCF has helped more than 1,800 researchers in over 90 institutions across Australia. And it's really about igniting that lasting change. So in the last 10 years, researchers funded by us have published more than 2,300 medical science discoveries in medical journals. So just so you know, that means that this research and outcomes is now publicly available. So researchers from all over the globe are able to leverage this type of information for their own research across breast cancer, but other cancers as well. And the commitment to funding breast cancer has really led to extraordinary discoveries over the 30 years. So, for example, it has helped us change how we test women for genetic markers. It has informed how we screen and detect breast cancer early. And it's led to new treatments being available for women with some of the most aggressive forms of breast cancer. So there are many other discoveries that will benefit people living with breast cancer today, but also will continue to benefit those that will experience breast cancer in the future. So this is progress that we should everyone that's in knitting away should be really proud of. But the job isn't done, and there is still a lot of work to do. So there is still so much we don't know about this disease, and there is still many life-changing discoveries to be made. So as you can see, breast cancer is the most common cancer in females in Australia. In the last 10 years, the diagnosis of new breast cancer has actually increased by 24%. As you can see, each year, over 21,000 Australians, these are men and women, are diagnosed with breast cancer. And unfortunately, 9 people every day lose their lives to breast cancer. 3,300 Australians over a year. And those 9 is today, tomorrow, and next day, etc. So it continues. So there is a lot of work to do. You know, MBCF, we don't shy from a challenge, and we do know that hope is on the horizon. And we actually have worked really closely with the research community on establishing a research strategy that is going to get us there. So we've called it the Pink Horizon Research Strategy. And I think it's really important for all of you to be aware of where your funds are going and what we're focusing on. So we're planning to invest 125 million over the next few years across 4 pillars of research. So just to put that into context, we have funded 200 million in the past 30 years. We are planning to fund 125 million in the next few years. So you can kind of see where we're going. We're increasing pace and scale. We are becoming very impatient, and we're really targeting our research strategy. So our 4 pillars that you can see there, we're focused on research that will better understand how to prevent breast cancer, how to detect breast cancer as early as possible and before it progresses, how to stop the progression and recurrence of breast cancer, and how to treat hardest treat and metastatic breast cancer. And we'll go through just how we do it. I think it's really important, you know, you've been working with us for such a long time, how we actually use these funds. So the way we work is we select through a very vigorous process research projects that align with those 4 pillars, and we award grants to these projects all over Australia, different institutions, basically the best of the best in Australia. We do punch very high above, you know, Australians are very, very good researchers. And these projects can be 3, 5, 10 years. Research is a long game, and with sustainable funding, it's really required to ensure that that research pipeline is progressing towards our vision of zero deaths from breast cancer. So we do it in 3 ways. There's a collaborative research accelerator grant, which is a bit of a mouthful. I'll get to that a little bit later. Then we have a research project grant. So these are investigator initiative researchers. So what that means is we back researchers who bring their own questions, their own vision, and their own drive. They're bottom-up breakthroughs, and they're led by scientists who see a problem and want to fix it. Every grant we award is part of building Australia's breast cancer research pipeline. As I said, so that the global community as well as Australian community can pick up these research discoveries and move them into that pipeline of clinical trials and getting to patient care. Then we turn the Pink Sky grant. So that's a new grant system that we brought in last year. And it's basic. I think the first round's open recently. So hopefully, Karina, once we have a bit more idea on what that is, we'd love to share it with the community. And the purpose is to find really new, innovative approaches to help us reach zero deaths in breast cancer. It's very cutting edge, high risk, high reward, that traditionally has difficulties in getting research funding, particularly in that government space. So that's a really exciting area that we've moved into. And then our collaborative research accelerator. So this is MBCF's largest ever single research grant provided. It's 25 million over 5 years to one project that basically is solving breast cancer's most challenging and urgent challenges and questions that hold the key to ending breast cancer. So I've actually, this was the first year that we have rolled this out. Excitingly, I have an update on what this looks like, which I'll go through. It was released, I think, a couple of months ago. It was all over the news, you may have read. We had our incredible Dr. Cleola Andrews, our CEO, who was on Channel 7, Channel 9. So this is a super exciting project that we will be working on. So as I said, just last month, we were delighted to announce our first collaborative research grant. It's called the All Clear, and it's basically the goal is to halve deaths from breast cancer. Now, collaborative research means that we're not just talking to one researcher and their team. We're working with multiple researchers, multiple institutions across the globe. We're also bringing in parts of hospitals. We're also bringing in patients as well. Hello. I was like, Karina's got her partner. Any more daiquiris, pink daiquiris that you were handing over? And basically, this is a really defining moment in our journey, and it's actually a really defining moment in that research space in Australia. So it's uniting Australia's brightest minds with global leaders, and it's driving research, and as I said, at that really accelerated pace and scale, and to tackle one of the most urgent and unsolved challenges, which is how to stop the recurrence of breast cancer. So despite decades of progress, as I've gone through, and there has been progress, and we are progressing really well, recurrence still remains one of the most devastating realities of people diagnosed with breast cancer. The risk of recurrence is lifelong. So 1 in 3 will be diagnosed with recurrence of breast cancer. And this recurrence can happen years, even decades after treatment. So as part of the panel for All Clear, it's led by also someone with lived experience with breast cancer who had a recurrence, I think, about 19 years after their original diagnoses. So the All Clear research program is led by a female researcher, Associate Professor Christine Schaefer at the Garvan Institute in Sydney. It brings together nearly 60 researchers from 7 leading institutions, including University of Sydney, University of Newcastle, Yale, and Washington University. And it's also engaging 11 hospitals as well across New South Wales, and really places the voice of people who have lived experience at the very heart, because it's incredibly important to ensure that any of our research that we're doing is in line with how people actually experience breast cancer and what they feel is really important through their journey. So it's focusing on understanding and preventing the recurrence of breast cancer, which is just incredible. To even have that as a possibility would change so many lives. And also, you know, we work with so many women and men with lived experience, and having that anxiety of each time that you're having to go get a scan or anything like that. So that's why it's called the All Clear, because at the moment we can't actually give people an all clear. But to think that we might all be working towards this is just inspiring, and also motivates myself, and I know it motivates Whitney every day of what we do. This is going to be groundbreaking research. It could halve the deaths of breast cancer and unlock insights actually for other cancer types as well, which is really important. So together, we're not just funding research, we're really shaping the future, which is super, super exciting. And with your continued support, I think we're going to get there. We're moving closer every year. So it's, again, something that we will keep you in the loop with what's happening as well. I'm sure in the 6th year next year, we'll have an update from Christine Schaefer of how the project's going, which I would be super thrilled to again join you and explain where they're at and how they're progressing. So that's just a really top line, but I think it's really important to work out, who we are, what we do, and the impact. As I said, we are ending Breast Cancer Awareness Month in a week and a bit. So it is really important for us for those on the call today, to really talk through about being breast aware for men and women. It's important to be aware of how your breasts normally look and feel, and it's important to report any new or unusual changes to your GP or specialist. Just as a thought, there is some information on our website, but common changes to consider is a lump or thickening in the breast, especially if it's only in the one breast, a change in the shape and size of the breast or nipple, dimpling of the skin or the nipple, discharge or blood from the nipple, a rash or changes to the skin around the breast, persistent pain in the breast or the armpit, or swelling or a lump in the armpit. So while most changes of the breasts aren't due to breast cancer, you should visit your GP immediately without delay if you notice anything new or unusual. Our messaging is really about being breast aware, being aware of your body, and really noticing any certain changes. And if there are those changes, please go and consult your doctor or your specialist. It's important to note that for those women who are over 40, Breast Screen Australia is a population-based screening initiative that offers free mammograms every 2 years. So normally when you turn 50, you're lucky enough to receive a letter in the mail. At 40, you actually don't receive any type of information. So I think it's really important that everyone knows that if you are over 40, then you're more than welcome to go and get a breast screen, and it's free of charge. So that's just a couple of things to be aware of. Speak to your friends, your family. I think it's the conversation's really important. You may already have your own lived experience or maybe impacted by breast cancer through friends or family and whatnot. So it's really important just to keep the conversation going. And what you're doing tonight is just a testament to your commitment to our work. So again, an incredible thank you to Karina from Louie and Lola for all the hard work you've put in coordinating this Knit for the Girls campaign each year. So we honestly can't do this without advocates like you. So thank you so very much. And I know Whitney has loved working with you, and we just love working with people that are passionate about what we do. So thank you very much. Love to thank again, Karina mentioned 75 sponsors who can contribute beautiful prizes, and the wider fibre arts community. I mean, you guys are awesome. So thank you again for coming along tonight, for supporting this campaign every year. Thank you, Guyan, for emceeing tonight. It was lovely to meet you and see all the fabulous work that you guys do. We do love this campaign each year. It means so much to us, and every dollar really counts. So thank you very much. I'm very happy to stay back for any questions. I know that's a lot of information. I know it can be sometimes a sensitive topic when you've got your own experience. So more than happy if there's questions that you prefer not to kind of through this forum. If you want to let Karina know, I can answer those through an email or give you guys a call later or whatnot. So again, thank you. Always open to questions. So thank you again.
Oh, amazing. If anyone has questions for Alex, I'll just ask you to put it in the chat. That's some really good tips, Alex, there about checking your and knowing your breasts and going out there and getting a mammogram. I think a lot of us would probably on this call right now would probably qualify, and it's nice to be able to know that that's available. Let's see. Let me check the. So many questions. They're writing them down. That's amazing. All right. So we don't have any questions, but maybe we need a tally. Do we need a fundraising tally to see where we're up to?
We are at 11,220. So
Amazing.
So what does that mean for since we
1,280 to go.
amazing. All right. Is everybody making a bit of progress on their knitting? Let's see the knitting project. Sorry, I'm going to take a picture. Everyone hold up your knitting. Yay. Awesome.
Isa's written her question in the chat. I'm just wondering
Oh,
if
brilliant.
that's something that Alex wants to take a look at.
Yeah. I know NBCF prides itself on directing funds towards meaningful research, and you have a remarkably low marketing and advertising. So it's fantastic to see that the funding goes straight to research and medical innovation. Could you share a bit about how the funds raised are allocated? For example, what proportion goes directly to breast cancer research versus operational costs?
Yeah, that is a great question. I actually don't have the specific breakdown, but we have a very strict governance policy. So even with any of the fundraising that we do, there is a very strict cost versus benefit ratio, for instance. So anything that we do, one has to go through a very strict governance compliance. Our board, as Whitney would know, is extremely conservative. So, for instance, Isabel, we did a huge gala in Sydney, and normally charitable galas, obviously, they cost money. Our board actually required our team to write off that through sponsorships before actually going ahead with the gala, so that every single amount that gala raised went straight towards breast cancer research, which is, to be honest, in this environment is kind of unheard of. But as I said, NBCF's always up for a challenge, and we actually wrote off that entire event cost purely through our really large partners like David Jones, Estee Lauder, and other smaller partners to be able to achieve that. So that's just a real glimpse of, I guess, where and how we manage those funds. Because our funds come from the Australian community, we are really aware. We're a very lean team. As I said, I don't really have the breakdown, but that just kind of gives you an indication of very, very strict governments and compliance. I think there's another question.
Yeah.
Just while you read that, Alex, I might just add as well,
Yes.
all of like we have on our website, and hi everyone, sorry I haven't spoken yet, but hi, lovely to see you all. We also have on our website all of our annual reports. So every dollar that we spend, everything that we spend it on, where it all goes, all of that is all available on our website. So I can add some links into the chat as well so that everyone can see it. But that's, you know, standard practice for charities. We have to be able to publicly report on where all the money's going. So it's really important to us that we spend your money very, very wisely. And Alex said, we've got a wonderful board that really sort of directs us to, you know, do the best that we can and make sure that we're very lean and very, doing all the right things. So yeah, I'll send you some links as well to the breast awareness messaging on our website, and just where you can find all the information if you did want to read up a little bit more. But Alex, I'll let you get to the second part. I think Isabel had some more.
Yes. So the question is, it's inspiring to see how much NBCF has achieved in advancing breast cancer research. For those of us who want to support that work beyond fundraising, are there particular areas like clinical trial awareness campaigns or advocacy where community involvement can make a real difference, especially to support you as a foundation? I love that so much. We do, I guess, work in that research space. In terms of clinical trial awareness campaigns, it is something that I know the research community at NBCF are looking to grow because we are moving into that space. I know that, say, when you go to specialists and whatnot, they might not be aware of what clinical trials are actually available. So I know that that is definitely a growing area. And I know that NBCF are very much involved in how we kind of bring the clinical trial awareness to probably more so people who are actually experiencing breast cancer and want to be able to access those trials. In advocacy and community involvement, I mean, events like this and being able to kind of speak about that breast aware message is really, really key. And also, I think for us, that importance of breast cancer research. We know the power of research. We've seen it, with COVID and whatnot, that if you kind of have enough money and there's an urgency, that things can happen pretty quickly. So I think that advocacy is really about, getting your community involved, whether it be through that breast aware message or that importance of breast cancer research. We do have campaigns throughout the year that you can come and be involved in. They are traditionally fundraising campaigns, but again, communities can be involved through like your soccer clubs or your local cafes, or I know we have like yoga studios and gyms and whatnot that get involved. So I think it's really amazing that you kind of want to be able to get involved further. So there are campaigns throughout the year. There's squat challenges. There's a Mother's Day Classic, actually, which is amazing. I don't know if any of you guys have done it. It's all through Australia. Sarah, did you just put your hand up and say that you did it maybe? Or is she knitting? Yes. And it's amazing. If anyone can get to one of them, they're an incredible morning. I did the 10K walk with my sister, and it last year it was in Sydney. It was amazing, beautiful, emotional, but great. So yeah, highly recommend that event as well.
Beck said that she's wearing her Mother's Day Classic top tonight. So
They
love
have
to see that.
Such great merch also. The Mother's Day Classics do really, really good merch. So would highly recommend.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Alex and Whitney, for joining us tonight. It's been really special to hear from you and for everybody to learn really where those funds go and what research is being done. All right, now it's time to introduce some of our sponsors and new products, right? So I'm going to kick over to Sarah from Bombed Yarns. And I've just realized I can spotlight you for everybody so everyone can see you. Hi, Sarah. You're on mute. Hold on, let me fix that.
Hello.
How you going? How you going tonight?
Yes, once again, I mean, I know we keep saying thank you to Corinna and also all the research companies, but it generally comes from all of us, generally a big thank you, and that you enable us to be able to do this, because I think being such a huge thing, I think it would overwhelm me to do something like this. So, well done to everyone. It's a really great community that we have here in Australia.
Isn't it, Shaw?
Yeah. So, my contribution this year is a new colorway, and some of you probably have seen it. It's called Boobalicious, and this is the color I liked. I decided to go bold because, like most of us, we know people with breast cancer, and just to bring a bit of color into some of their days. And so I went for quite a bold pink, and also a nice soft grey, and I especially dyed this so we've got a contrasting colour because I like stripes. So the way this is dyed, I've got two colours, so you kind of get the mini stripes, and so we've got a pair of socks knitted up here in it.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Well, I just know it's much easier to see. I actually was going to have them on my feet for tonight, but the logistics of trying to show my I just know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and we opened it at about 11 today, and we've already sold over half of the yarn that was available for everyone. So I offered a variety of different type of sock bases as well as 4-ply bases for people to choose, and it's all going to be dyed in this colorway and sent to them. So that's pretty cool. That's already happened. Yeah.
So
And
good.
what we should say is Sarah has generously donated us one of the skeins as one of the prizes tonight. So one of the 3 prizes. So
Woohoo!
The more that we can share, the better.
thank you so much for doing that. And you've done some awesome fundraiser colorways the last few years. So you're always so creative with them. So we appreciate it. So people go to your website, is that correct? Bombyarn.
That's the website. Yeah. Yeah.
Fabulous. But you better run because and you're donating a percentage or a set amount?
So 20% of all the sales, the total sales, will be going to this great fundraising event.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Go Tassie.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that. So the next amazing maker we wanted to hand over to show their gorgeous Knit for the Girls creations is Lisa. I'm sure all of us know her from 11:1 Windmills. So she has donated a lot of products that are in most prizes, and she's also got her pink collection available. So over to you, Lisa.
Hi everyone, hello from Newcastle, and thanks again to the team, Karina, Gayanne and everyone for organising. So I've done up a special edition of my sock blockers in this beautiful pink. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has a Knit for the Girls and the pink ribbon on the top here, so it's a special edition for the fundraiser. And to add to your sock, I was just thinking actually, Sarah, how hot would your socks look on the pink sock blockers? So I think I'm going to have to get some of the yarn. I've also got, if you're a sock lover, I did a pink edition of my sock knitters accessories. So it comes with a tag that has how to do your grafting stitch on it. And on the back, it has the Knit for the Girls engraving as well. And it also has a little sock-themed needle gauge for all your usual sock sizes of needles. And then there's also a set of stitch markers, which has the ribbon on it and a little buddy on the pink pins. So you can get all of the items individually, or you can get them as a bundle. The sock blockers come in a big calico bag, so you can keep them nice and organised, and I'm donating 25% of the sales, and I usually match, which I'll do again this year. Last year I raised over $1,000, so I'm hoping I can do better than that again this year.
Oh, fantastic, Lisa. That's awesome. So just visit 11windmills.com.au.
Yep, that's it on my website.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Those are really fun. I love the needle gauge. Like, so handy because forever, I'm sure everybody else will, other people might think the needles, the size is always rubbing off, right? Like,
or it's so tiny you can't see it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And I've painted these ones so that the contrast is greater so that you can read it more easily.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I think we are going to kick it over to Jamie Dorfman, and she's going to talk about her book. And I happen to be wearing a vest that I tested from her book. I think it's the Stairway to Heaven vest. So, Jamie, how are you?
Good. I love it. I noticed that immediately. I'm not wearing something from them. Probably should have, but I do have it here. So yeah, I'm very excited. This is my first time doing like my own fundraiser initiative for Knit for the Girls. So this is my book. It's called Fast and Fabulous Knits, and I wrote it about 2 years ago, and it came out last year. It's lots of like chunky knits. They're supposed to be, quicker to make than your average project, all different skill levels, all different needle sizes, yarn thicknesses, all the things, mostly all garments as well. So I am selling signed copies on my website, and for the next week, I'll be donating $5 from every sale to the fundraiser. I might pop a link in the chat because it's a bit confusing because like you can buy it from like Amazon or whatever. That won't count because I don't deal with that. So you have to buy it directly from me, and I'll personalize it if you want and all the things. So yeah, that's basically my thing.
Amazing.
Jamie, it's all garments, isn't it? In like chunky, bulky weights.
Yeah, like jumpers, cardigans, vests, and things.
Yes, awesome. That's so good. Thank you for doing that. So we've actually got Jamie's book in Grand Prize 1. So there is a chance to win that also. So pretty brilliant. Thanks, Jamie. Now we're going to go to Queensland to the amazing Susan from Ash and Eve. So Susan and her sister Wendy have collaborated. Wendy from Keeping It Together. And I also need to thank Susan because behind the scenes tonight, she's been helping us with getting ready for the prize draws and putting everyone's names in. So thank you for doing that. But I'll hand over to you to talk about your amazing bundle.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me do this. I really appreciate it. We're very excited this year. This is our first year. We've always supported the fundraiser with a donation for prize pool, but this is our first year doing a item for sale that you can then purchase, and then we will donate 20% of that to the fundraiser. My sister, as Karina said, is Wendy. She couldn't make it tonight, but she makes the beautiful bags that I sell on my website. Her business is Keeping It Together, and this year's bag is a medium-sized bag that she makes. They're a box bottom construction, and they have this beautiful drawstring pull that turns your bag into a bucket. It keeps everything lovely there. She's put on rose gold findings, and it's got the beautiful cherry blossom on the inside. To coordinate with that, what I've done is put a little mini bundle together. We've called it Hope Blooms, and it's just a bundle of 5 mini skeins that coordinate beautifully with the bag. In addition, you also get a limited edition special pink hand balm. You get a set of needle toppers, which are the pink ribbon ones, a little enamel pin that you can pop on your bag, and the stitch markers, which I do not have because I have sent them all out already. We put this up last week on Wednesday, I think, and were overwhelmed with the response. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's already purchased one. It makes our heart very, very full that we can do this. So yeah, we sold out of all the ready to ship, and we've now opened it up to pre-order. So there's still some available, and they will be being made after Advents go out, which is the week after next, but you'll get them in plenty of time. We've put a 4-week turnaround on them. So yeah, you can still order it if you are happy to wait for a little while. I think I mentioned that we're doing 20% of the sales to the fundraiser.
Fantastic. Susan, I think you should pop a link to your website in the chat because there's been a lot of interest in
lovely.
what you've people comments on it.
Makes me so happy.
Lots of good feedback. And that way everybody can get easy access to the website.
Lovely. I will do that in a second. Thank you very much.
And thanks so much for your help tonight, Susan.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure.
So now we are going to continue, I think, in Queensland. And Lisa from NNK Yarns, you'll have to tell me if you're not. I thought that you were in Queensland, but there we go. How are you going tonight, Lisa? Oh, hold on, I'll help you there.
Unmuting.
There you go.
Still muted.
Give me 2 seconds. There's a lot of, here we go. That should help. No, still on mute. Hold on, let me see. Maybe let me work on that. Sorry, Lisa. We'll go to Karen
Come back to you.
and come back to you. Hold on.
So Karen from Mutton Bird Yarns has joined us this year for the first time as a sponsor, and she's got a gorgeous colorway, and I think she's been getting a sample to show us as well.
I have at that. Thank you very much, Karina, and thank you for letting me join in. This is my first year, as Karina has pointed out, and I've got a fairly new business. I've been working on, I'll just try and hold it still, on a shawl using the merino silk base. So I've got also a sock that I did previously on the wool sock base. My colourway was inspired by a comment made by not one but two of my friends who are undergoing reconstruction process and have both jokingly said, "Oh, I never thought I'd be getting a tattoo." So that got me thinking about medical tattooing and about skin tones and how we all have, different skin and different comfort in our own skin. So I've gone for a very neutrally sort of colour that is in all those sort of pale pinks and soft browns and skin tones. So on two bases, a merino silk blend and a traditional sock blend. So, and I'm donating $10 from every skein sold, obviously, this year. So they're available from my website, which is www.muttonbirdyarns.com.au. Not showing up great in this light tonight, but I posted some really nice pictures of the colourway on my Instagram profile if you want to get a bit of a better look. They're a variegated colourway. Thank you, Karina and Diane.
No worries. I'm just seeing if we've got the technical difficulty sorted. In the meantime, Karina, can we get maybe get a fundraising update?
We are 11,394. So we've slowed down a bit, but still progressing.
That's all right. That's all right. Here we go. Try to come out and come back in.
Don't you love technical issues?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
How's everyone's knitting going?
Have we made good progress in the hour?
So I've got a few new cast-ons there by the looks. Yeah. Sweet. Any luck with Lisa?
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Here you go. Here you go.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm on my iPhone because I'm having really bad technical difficulties. So stress bucket. Thank you so much, Karina, and everyone for your patience tonight. This year I've decided to do an assigned pooling colourway, which is called Threads of Courage. And basically you knit till you get to the pink, and then you create these beautiful little bobbles. And this is my progress so far in Jackie Verbeek's Romanticy scarf. I keep calling it a shawl, but it's actually a scarf. And it's just a delightful knit. So $5 from every skein sold will be going to the fundraiser, and I will also be adding a bit extra in myself. What else can I say? That's pretty much it. You can find them in my Etsy store, and that's about it.
And Jackie has also, she saw your colourway, didn't she? And then so she said,
yes, yeah, that was super exciting. Yeah, so just off the back of me linking her and with her pattern, she is donating all of pattern sales for that design to the fundraiser as well. So double whammy, which I'm pretty thrilled about. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Jackie. How are you going tonight?
Oh, you're on mute too. No, I think maybe, I wonder if I've hyper muted everybody.
How's your cocktail tonight, Jackie? It's gone?
I know, I'm pretty much out too.
Okay.
That's all right.
I wouldn't unmute. Okay. Well, that's pretty amazing. Should we see how Susan's going, if we've got all the names and some prize winners? I'm very happy to draw it, even though we haven't reached the tally. I know we're going to get there.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing.
Thank everyone for turning up tonight, but we'll throw it open to everyone after we do the prize draws, I reckon. So
yeah,
but if we can unmute Susan.
I've put through the. There
we go. Yay! All right, so what I did was I did a screen capture of everyone who was in the group while you guys were talking about your lovely products. So thank you for that. And now I'm going to do a random picker. No, you can't see it. Hang on. A random picker. Oh, no. With the amount of people that are in the chat. So let's do that. We're drawing... How many prizes did you say? 3.
3.
Yep.
All right. So first number is number 38. Bear with. I will tell you who that is. It is Deb. So she's just got Deb written on her, the little blue icon.
Can we find Deb? Raise her hand if she's still here.
Well, she's still looking like she's in the chat.
Oh, Deb!
Yay!
Hi! Congratulations!
Okay, let's
do
it.
Deb, you have won. This was our 2022 leather thread and maple bucket bag and our 2023 kinship cow set. So, and pom-pom and a few other goodies. So if you can email me, I'll get your details and we'll get that off to you tomorrow. So.
Good stuff. Yeah. Are we ready for prize number 2? You're going to love that, Deb. I have the bag. It's beautiful. Right. All right. Ooh, we've got number 4. Just bear with me. 2, 3.
Is that Whitney?
No, it says Sky iPad 9. So is she still on here? Let me just double check because, like I said, I screenshotted.
Here we go.
Yes, we do. Sky iPad 9.
Hello, Sky. Congratulations. And you have won the same prize. So we had 2 of these generously donated from Thread and Maple for tonight. So kinship cowl and the bucket bag. So I'll get that out to you. You know where to find you.
All right. Last one. Sorry, just bear with me. Is Jen, who is just a little green icon. So let me just double check and make sure she's here. Yep, she's online.
Jen,
looking for Jen.
Jen has won Sarah's gorgeous Boobalicious skein on the BFL high twist sock.
Beautiful.
So, you here, Jen? She's still here?
Jen?
It's showing that she's here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Can we find her?
There we go. Hi, Jen.
Congratulations. So if you can email me, hello@louieandlolayarns.com.au, and I'll get your address details from you and we'll get your prize out to you. So it's awesome. Congratulations.
All right. Well, that ends the formalities for tonight. How's everybody going with their projects? Hold on. I'm going to see if I'm going to unmute everybody if I can.
And then let's just throw it open. If you want to say something, use the raise your hand, and then we'll throw the spotlight on you and you can chat away, ask a question. So yeah.
I will say something. I just wanted to thank Gay and Karina for putting this beautiful night together for us. It has been lovely to be here amongst all these beautiful souls knitting in pink, drinking pink, wearing pink, and being so generous with their time, because we know time is precious for everyone. But Gay and Karina have put so much time behind the scenes, particularly Karina. Gay, I know you've done a lot too, but Karina works on this all year, and her brain is already thinking about next year. So if you think that it's easy, it's not. So thank you so much, two lovely ladies. It's an amazing cause and one close to everyone's heart, and we really, really respect and love the fact that you do this on our behalf.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Susan. That was really nice. All right, I'm just gonna. I can see if anybody else has their hand up.
The hand up. What's everybody cast on or knitting on tonight?
Kath, why don't you tell us?
I knew you were going to ask me. I can't tell you because I'm knitting on a secret design.
Oh. All right.
What? I'm doing the kinship cow. I finally cast it on from when I bought it.
Yay!
Finally cast it on.
What a great excuse to have a new cast on.
Yep, definitely, and get started.
Perfect. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks.
Anyone else want to share what they were working on?
Well, I would just like to share my cat wanted to come and say hello. She just really wanted to be a part of everything. She really hates missing out. Say hi, Lucy.
Let us spotlight the cat.
Aww. She really, like if there's a party, she wants to be a part of it. She doesn't like to be a silent participant. But I'm working on a sock.
Can you tell us about that beautiful scarf that you've got on?
Oh, it's the Sophie shawl, but I've done it colour blocked. So I did half one colour and then half another colour.
Beautiful.
I wear it all the time. It's really nice. I always have people tell me in shopping centres that they like it. So it's definitely a success.
Gorgeous, gorgeous colours.
Very effective.
Yes.
I like it.
Ooh. I can't find the hands up thing, Gabe. Are you happy for me to show my project?
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah. So I'm getting a head start on Lisa's succulent garden shawl for her cow that doesn't kick off till the weekend, but I couldn't wait. And I got excited. I'm using Susan's Halloween trio from last year and one of Cass's from Skip Rope Yarns Advent, and I'm wearing the coral reef scarf in Rhonda from Three Trees Merino Possum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Claire G. Let me find you.
Oh, hi. I just thought I'm doing Andrea Mowry's Birds of a Feather, which, just goes on forever, ever and ever.
Oh, big.
But I'm for the, it's Obsidian Yarns for the colour, but the pink is a Louis, oh, the focus is terrible, is a Louis and Lola mohair, which is just absolutely gorgeous, I will say. Very soft.
Beautiful. That's coming out beautifully.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. H Wise. Hi.
Helen. She's muted.
I don't see that.
Can't hear you, Helen.
Do you have Bluetooth headset somewhere?
Can I just say, Helen is one of the amazing ladies who taught me how to knit 10 years ago. She's
You're knitting.
Top queen. Rocks.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can. There's somebody else with their hand up.
Hello, Abby. Sandra's got a hand up.
Sorry, who was that?
Sandra has her hand up.
Okay. We'll try to fix that and then come back. Sandra, here we go.
Hi.
Hi, Sandra. What are you working on?
I'm trying to finish a cardigan that I started 4 years ago, and I finally got down to the bottom. I've just started the rib, but there's about 370 odd stitches to get around. So I'm only on the second row of the rib. But yeah, it's one of Joji Locatelli's patterns, which I just absolutely love. And the fact that yarn is actually from Yarn Traders. And I would have had pink on, but I don't have much pink, so I've got purple on. But I'm a purple person, so that's fine. But yeah, but this one's very pink, so.
Beautiful, and it's got beautiful texture, and I think purple is pink adjacent anyway.
Well, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, and it's funny because one ball, it's all supposed to be the same colour, but one has obviously had a bit of extra dye, and it's almost like the dye was missed on the other skeins, but I actually really quite like it being darker at the top and a bit lighter at the bottom.
The effect is nice, actually.
Yeah, and it'll only have short sleeves on it, so hopefully, now that I've got to the rib, I might get it finished in the next couple of weeks.
Well done.
I'm going on holidays next week, so you never know.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that the best? Finishing a project is like the best feeling. Almost as good as starting another project.
Oh, well, I've got a few of those started already.
All right. I think we've got, I think we have Helen back too now.
Try to fix like the microphone. Oh, look. Hi.
There we go.
No, I don't know whether you can hear me or not now, though.
Ken.
Oh my God, you're Auntie Jeannie. Daughter to the rescue. If I was home alone, it'd be terrible. Where was I at? Knitting a sock. Oh, wait on. Doing some helical knitting with Bendigo wool, which was a pinky and a purpley one. So, yep. Although that doesn't look very pink now, does it? Anyway, doing that for a friend. Found a pink jumper to wear that I knitted from some Knit Picks wool.
Amazing.
And drinking some pink kombucha.
Well done.
Nice to see you all.
You too. Thanks for joining us tonight. Anyone else?
Anyone got any other fundraiser questions or?
I was just going to jump in and say a quick thank you because Alex and I have to jump off. As much as we've loved seeing all your beautiful pieces of work, and it's very much inspiring me to get into knitting. I was saying to Gayanne and Karina earlier that I've never been able to do the knitting thing. I tried my hand at crocheting when I was younger, but I might have to try it again because all your projects are so beautiful and the yarns are so beautiful. So. But yeah, thank you so very much for having Alex and I here tonight. It's so special to us to come to events like this and see everyone like really getting behind what we do and so passionate and very pink. It's a favorite color of mine, so I am really glad that I have this job. It's very handy. It very much justifies to my husband when I need to buy new pink things that it's valid and for work. But yeah, thank you so much for all your involvement, for everyone getting involved, for all of the different sponsors who are doing their own little donations through what you guys sell. It's so exciting and so great to see. So thank you so much. And if you do have any questions or anything like that, Alex said it is a bit of a sometimes a sensitive topic. So if you do have anything that you wanted to ask us but not in this forum, I'll pop my email address in the chat before I jump off. And you're very welcome to email us and ask anything that you need to. So thank you very much again for having us, and Gayanne and Karina for putting on tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thanks again, everyone.
Thanks so much.
I think we should set the challenge for Whitney if we sent her a pink skein of yarn and some needles, and we could do this again next year. Let's see.
Give me a year to try and get something together.
You can do it.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your night. Bye.
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 you.
Okay.
You can still see it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else want to share their project? What they're working on?
My name's Kathleen. I'm wearing Chloe from Woolen Works Groovy Boobies, which I think I bought last year. Currently undergoing chemo for breast cancer. I'm doing well. It's all kind of sorted. This is preventative. Only one more dose to go, so that's very good.
Oh, congratulations!
And I'm knitting using neutral dye.
Oh, that's pretty.
Called Pink Slug, which I bought a couple of years ago.
What are you making?
I'm making the Summer Jimmy Jab.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is by the Woolly Badger. She's a British designer. She does a lot of shaping to do with boobs. So
Yes.
highly recommended pattern designer.
Yes, she does a lot of bust shaping, which is really complex to do. She put into a pattern. So well done, her. Yeah, fantastic. Anyone else want to share?
I'm knitting a jumper, a summer jumper. It's actually like a vest to start off with, and I've nearly finished the body. Whoops, I've disappeared. And it's in a cotton weight. And it's not super soft, but it's actually really nice to knit up with. And it's just the Bellissimo Airly.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And I bet it will soften up once you block it, once it's washed too. Hey?
Maybe. I don't think it's actually supposed to be super soft. I actually got some Suri baby wool today.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my God. I want to go to bed with that wool. So soft and delicious.
I think we all have that thought, Sally.
And I've just got a cashmere poncho, but I actually bought that. So it's one of my favorite jumpers.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But pink is my favorite color. Everything's pink.
Fantastic. I love pink too. I reckon that's probably my favorite color.
Yes. Good choice.
Pink is definitely my favorite color.
Oh, Janine, hi.
Hello. How are you, Gay?
I'm good.
I'm doing a gauge swatch. Me.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. It's important. They're important. I will say they're important.
They are very important. We all need to get to knit gauge swatches, right?
Yeah. What's
But
that
I'll show you.
sweater you have on?
Oh, this is my Love Notes.
Gorgeous.
I love it. And in fact, it's a little cool outside in Sydney tonight, so it was even cool enough to put it on. And I just have to say thank you so much, like everybody else. Thank you to you, and a big thank you to that gorgeous Karina, because it's really special what you guys do for a cause that is so worthy. It's very dear to our hearts. We've actually run our fundraiser for Knit for the Girls this year. We did a limited edition skein of our Skein Sisters fabulous sock called Invincible, and it was sold out by the end of the weekend. We've donated, I think it was about 35% of that, so it's over $1,500 that we've already popped in the kitty for Knit for the Girls. But for this year, it's even closer to our hearts, because many of you will know that my business partner and the other half of Skein Sisters, Deb, is actually undergoing treatment for breast cancer at the moment. So yeah, it's if it's possible to feel even more committed, it feels very close this year. So thank you to everyone. It's been so lovely just to kind of hang out and see everyone doing their thing and listen to the amazing women from the Breast Cancer Foundation. And yeah, it was good to be here. So thank you. Thanks for letting me come along.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Please send all our well wishes to Deb, and we know she's doing really well, and you guys are so special and so generous.
Thank you.
So thank you for your support.
She actually had her last radiation treatment today, so it's a bit of a milestone day because that's putting it behind her, and her prognosis is good. So, but it's a lot, and being as close to her as I am, and we are fortunate enough to be at Skein Sisters, you get a bit more of an insight into what that journey is like, and even with an enormously strong community around, it's a pretty harrowing journey. So I'm grateful to be able to call her my friend and my business partner, and to see a little bit of what she's going through.
Absolutely. And definitely we wish her all a speedy recovery.
We do.
Please send her our thoughts and wishes.
I will do that.
And I think, was it Margaret? Did you want to?
Yes, hello.
Hey.
I'm Karina's mum. And
oh, yay.
I just wanted to say it's lovely to see all of you so involved and getting behind her with this. She was never a knitter. She was crafty in many ways. But until she went to Tasmania, she was not a knitter. And she met up with the lovely ladies at work who taught her to knit. And it's just been wonderful seeing her journey. It's close to my heart because I'm a breast cancer survivor as well, like many of you. But to see how far and to see so much behind the scenes of what she's done, I'm just so very proud of the work that she's put in, and so excited to see so many of the fibre arts and the other yarn dyers all in your community all getting so involved. I'm no longer a knitter, haven't knitted for some years, but I've taken up crochet, and I'm constant at the moment holding a blanket that does have some in places. I can't find it, but there is some pink somewhere there.
There it is.
Anyway, Shelley Husband, who is also one of the sponsors and involved, I've been studying her books and been to a couple of her classes. And for anyone who wants to know how to crochet, Shelley is just a wonderful teacher through her books and her time that she will spend with you. And she's involved as well in fundraising. So a shout out to her, but especially a big shout out to Karina and to all of you wonderful sponsors. So thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Oh, thank you, Madge.
You're welcome, Karina.
Well, maybe we'll. It's almost 9 o'clock, which is, I'm embarrassed to say, a little bit in my bedtime. So we might leave it there. I just want to thank everyone for joining us and making this knit night so fun. Should we do it again next year?
Yes,
definitely. Yeah, I think so. Amazing. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. It's just been a really fun night, and I think you've got some websites to go to. I think you've got some yarn to buy. I think you've got some donations to make. A $5 donation every day puts you in the draw for the prizes that day. And, and we'll fingers crossed for the rest of the fundraiser that we beat Canada.
Totally. These are the best. Thank you, guys. We're doing this for everyone in our community who's a survivor or is undergoing treatment, and there's so many women at the moment. So we're just thrilled we can support them in this way. So big love, big prayers to everyone, and I'll try not to get emotional. Happy knitting! Yay!
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.